So I've been creating content for almost 20 years now. I've done music videos, documentaries, live events. If it got something to do with the camera, I've probably been a part of it. And for the last 3 years, me and my wife, Ashley, we've been doing YouTube full time. And the number one question we get asked is, what kind of camera should I invest in to start creating content? Nowadays, almost any kind of camera you get is good enough to create content. So in this video, I want to show you some of the items that I accumulated over the years that make my job 1,000 times easier. I use them on a regular basis, and I think if you're a content creator, you need to consider investing in these items. Now, before we get into the equipment, I want to talk about a piece of software that I use on a daily basis. Todoist is a task manager that just basically helps you organize everything that you're doing, whether it be your work or in your personal life. I use it to plan my videos. I use it to plan things that I'm doing around the house. I sync it between my watch, my phone, my iPad, my laptop, and it just allows me to get a whole lot of things done within my day. So if you want to try out Todoist and also support the channel, click the link in my description for a 2-month free trial of Todoist Pro. So the first product I want to talk about is the Milwaukee Packout system. I first learned about this Packout system when me and Ashley was renovating our house. But while we was doing the house, I found out about the Packout system. And then after we sold the house and moved into this apartment, I'm like, wait a minute, let me just start storing some of the stuff in my Packout. I could just roll the Packout throughout the apartment, place it where I need to, get my tools, and then everything was just like clockwork. It was just so easy to use the Packout system. Now, there's many other solutions for storage when it comes to camera gear and rigging, but if you're in a studio or a studio apartment like we are, then I recommend the Packout system. Is gonna make life that much easier. And while we're still on storage, I want to talk about these Nanuk cases. I like them a lot more than Pelican cases. In my opinion, they just look better. I like the latches better. It doesn't matter what case company you go with, get some type of hard case that's gonna be easy for you to travel with. So the next thing I wanna talk about is network attached storage. What a NAS drive is a hard drive that connects over a network. Here in our home studio, we have it in one of the closets and it's connected through the Ethernet ports in all the rooms. So once you connect to Wi-Fi or you plug anywhere into any wall and plug directly into the network, you have access to the drive. This makes transferring files, editing, everything that much easier. Now, if you do want to edit off your NAS drive, I recommend that you upgrade your ports on your computer to 10 gigabit Ethernet. I did a video recently giving you a tour of my home network. So check that video out if you want to see how I got it set up. And there's many different ways that you can configure your NAS drive so that if one of the hard drive fails, you don't lose all your content that's saved on those drives. So I highly recommend getting you a NAS drive. Now, the next thing I want to talk about that's overlooked and taken for granted are SD cards. This is a Sony Tough SD card. And the reason why this is a non-negotiable for me is because I broke almost every plastic SD card that I ever had. With a Sony Tough card, there's literally nothing you can do with normal use that will break this card. And I also noticed that even when you drop them, like if I'm outside and I drop them in the street, I can hear them. Them other SD cards, you know how many times I dropped the SD card and lost my footage? I remember this one music video that we worked so hard to get. We got a mansion, we shot, and then the next thing you know, the memory card is gone. And the only thing I could think of is one of us dropped the memory card and the footage is gone forever. But that's not likely to happen to you, but I'm just saying that's another plus. However, these things are tough. They don't bend, they don't crack. Sony Tough SD cards is a must-have upgrade that you need today. The next thing I want to talk about is audio. And to me, audio is more important than video. Video is important, but you can watch a messed up video with great audio. But if you got bad audio, it does not matter how crispy and how beautiful your footage is. If you cannot hear the dialogue or it's unpleasant to the ears, it's just not a good piece of content. The great thing about audio is we now have 32-bit float. 32-bit float recording means that there's so much dynamic range in the levels of recording. You can pretty much record the lowest sound to the highest sound all in the same recording without having to change the levels. This is amazing for when I'm talking regular like this, or if I scream real loud into the microphone, the audio won't clip and you won't lose that information, because everybody knows once you clip audio, you can never get that back. What I'm recording with right now is the Zoom F3. I just turn it on, I place the mic in my direction, and I just hit record. I don't check levels, I don't do any of that. Now, if you don't want to invest into a Zoom F3 recorder, I recommend wireless microphones, and I recommend either the DJI Mic 2 or the Zoom Wireless Pro. Both of these wireless microphones are 32-bit float, which means you will not clip your audio. The next thing I want to talk about is this rolling light stand. I use this thing for everything. I mount cameras on it, I mount lights on it, I mount monitors on it, I mount boom arms for microphones on it. Whatever I need to do, wherever I'm at in the house, I could just roll the stand over and start creating content. So not only is the light stand amazing, I want to talk about these pole accessories that I also use for just about everything. So this right here is the Ulanzi clamp, and I use Ulanzi products for everything, and I got some more coming up. But this on one end is just a clamp that clamps to the pole, and on the other end is a 1/4-inch thread, and you can pretty much mount any type of accessories to this. I mount lights on here, I mount cameras, I pretty much mount whatever I can on this. Now, if I need to mount something a little bit heavier, I either use this clamp right here, and I'll have these linked in the description, but this is a beefier clamp, so if I wanna do a heavier camera, I'll put this on it, or maybe a heavier light, or I'll use this. This is a Cardellini clamp. Now this is more of a pro product, but this, nothing is coming off here. And then on one end, you have a baby mount that you can mount lights on or whatever on the other end. So that's what I use. If you're gonna get the rolling light stand, then you need those accessories in order to mount things to it. So the next thing I wanna talk about is the Ulanzi / Falcam quick release system. And these I probably use more than anything else in this video. I use them to mount literally everything, whether it's hand grips to audio equipment, lighting equipment, camera accessories, things to mount on my Sony a7 IV, the FX6. If you could think of mounting something, I use these. So this is the F22 system. I have a slide rail that I use on my FX6 to slide the monitor back and forth. I even have their monitor tilt mount for my Atomos Ninja. This is the F38. It's a bigger platform. It's a little bit more heavy duty for bigger items. I can put it on my travel backpack on the strap if I want to just mount my camera real quick while we're moving around. I have a sling that I have another F38 clamp for my photo camera. So these come in handy. And then they have the F50, and this is based around the Manfrotto 501 plate. This is a lot more heavy duty. I use this on my FX6. You drop your camera right into place, it locks, you release the latch, and then you take your camera off. It's that easy. Same with the F22 and the F38. It slides in, it's locked. Right away, it's locked. You hit the release, and then it comes off. It's that easy, so simple. So speaking of Ulanzi / Falcam, this is the Treetop travel tripod. And not only is this the best travel tripod that I ever used, this is the best tripod I've ever used. I got a Sachtler Flowtech Active 8 tripod, which is probably 10 times the price of this tripod, but this is still my favorite tripod. To extend the legs is literally that easy. You can't beat that. Look at that. Boom. Close it. Boom. Close. This tripod is one of the illest tripods I've ever had. Also, I just mentioned the F22 quick release system. It comes with a quick release mounting point right here. So all you gotta do is drop it in, not going anywhere. You hit the release, boom. Come on now. The ball head is just a one latch, and then you can rotate. It goes completely vertical. It mounts just that easy, and it goes back up one finger latch, easy. But not only that, you can use it with Arca Swiss. Any Arca Swiss product can mount right on a tripod. This is one of the best tripods literally that I've ever used, and it's the best tripod that I own. I love this tripod. The next thing I want to talk about is this Smallrig V-mount battery. What I love about this V-mount battery is all the ports that it has on the top. I use this V-mount battery for everything, a little bit more than what I probably should be using it for, but most of the time, I let Ashley just take these batteries, use them with her laptop, her phone, her iPad, charge her Kindle. We use this for just about everything. On 2 of these, what I did was I ripped off the latch because it was just getting in the way. I don't use these outside. I don't plan on going in the rain with them or anything like that. So I ripped off the latch. And what I like is when they upgraded it to this one, it comes with a latch that clips down on the other side. So I really like that. But these come in handy with so many things. I sleep with one by my bedside, to be honest with you. One battery that I recommend that you invest in is a Sony NP battery. This is one of my first cameras when I was out shooting music videos almost 20 years ago. And it takes a Sony NP battery. This camera's so old, I don't even know what the release is for the battery. Oh, there you go. Look at that. This is tried and true. This battery platform has been around for decades. So if it's one battery platform that I recommend to start investing in these, and then you'll also see the more advanced you get and the more you start creating content, if you're a beginner, you'll start to notice that a lot of products that are based around creating content use the NP battery as its primary battery or its battery platform. So the next item I want to talk about are wireless video transmitters. Now these are not needed if you are a content creator, but these specifically have helped me on my everyday when it comes to me getting my job done. So because I'm behind the scenes and Ashley's on camera, I don't need to always be right in front of her when she's filming. So I'll set her up on the camera, but I'll be in the other room editing, and I'll still be able to monitor her, make sure everything's in focus, make sure everything is exposed properly while I'm in the other room. And just like I mentioned before, this wireless transmitter and receiver, they both take the Sony NP battery. Also, a lot of these cameras, they allow you to connect directly to the camera with your mobile device or your tablet. So I believe in a few years, these will be obsolete unless you're on a film production set, where I would recommend these or the DJI transmitter high bright monitor combo that I use from time to time. Now, the newest member of the team is this Wandrd 6-liter sling bag. I don't know what took me so long to get one of these bags that make it that much easier for when we go out and do thumbnails, and I just need to change the lens. I'm either carrying my Nanuk case, which is too big, loud and clinky. I gotta bend down and crouch to change the lens, or I got my big old book bag on. This right here, it goes right across my body. I got easy access to the camera, my lens, everything that I need in this pouch. And when I tell you, if you are somebody who does like travel stuff, you shoot outside, get you a good quality sling bag. It doesn't have to be this one, even though I feel like this is one of the best looking bags on the market. This is the Wandrd bag. It got so many features. You can hold a water bottle, tripod. It even got a space to hold a 16-inch laptop. To me, this is the best bag. There's a lot of pockets, just a lot of features. I don't know, there's nothing beating this bag right now on the market. So this is the one that I recommend if you are considering getting a sling bag. All right, and last but not least, this item right here is not one product, but it's actually 2 products that I want to talk about that make my life that much easier. On the bottom here, I got the stand that came with my DJI Ronin RS3 Pro. What I did was I attached it to the selfie stick that came with the Insta360. This has been one of my best solutions when it comes to finding something like a small little monopod. Everything that I try to purchase when it comes to a selfie stick, monopod, is either too big or it's too light and cheap. This selfie stick that came with the Insta360 is sturdy, it's perfect, it's thin, it's small, like it's just amazing. And then these tripod legs that came with the Ronin, I feel like they're strong enough and they're just like a quick little easy solution, quick and easy. I like this a lot. So these are some of the things that have made my life that much easier. I hope some of this stuff can help you out in your journey to become a full-time content creator. If you are already a content creator and anything in this video you see you like, let me know in the description. If you want part 2 of this video, I have a lot more things like this that I can recommend to you guys. That link to a 2-month free trial of the pro version of Todoist will be in the description box. Hit the like button if this video gave you any value. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.